This is the Military and Aerospace Electronics Report. I'm John Keller. Well, we can all breathe a sigh of relief now that Christmas is over, and we can enjoy this week when we can hope our workplace disasters will keep themselves to a minimum. Now, don't get me wrong about Christmas. I look forward to this holiday as much as anyone. Still, the steady diet we get of holiday cheer, decked halls, silver bells, Santa and his reindeer, from Halloween until New Year's, can get more than a little heavy and overwhelming. It's kind of like that icky feeling we got as kids after gorging ourselves with too much candy. Now, I remember a very guilty pleasure I had nearly 30 years ago when I was a cub reporter for a small daily newspaper in Central California. I got just the clean break from Christmas that I needed most. It was a day or two after Christmas, and we'd been writing puffball features by the pound about live nativities, Christmas pageants, Santa sightings, and holiday recipes, and quite frankly, we'd had enough. That morning, I got a call from a local dairy operator who proudly announced that he had shot dead a couple of big dogs that had been attacking his calves, and if I wanted to grab a photographer and come out and see the results. Now, this isn't exactly the kind of holiday cheer I'd been seeing for weeks, but I suppressed a whoop and told him I'd be there in 10 minutes. Okay, it's ghoulish, especially around the holidays, and I apologize to the sensitive among you for bringing this up. To tell you the truth, I'd never been so glad to see a couple of dead dogs in my life. Anyway, work on the newspaper was back to normal, and it was about time. So in that spirit, now that the presents are all opened, the turkey's finished, and you're dozing in front of the TV with a hot mulled wine, I'd like to leave you with something truly creepy. It seems that one of the U.S. Navy's newest guided missile destroyers, the USS Michael Murphy, which is under construction at the Bath Iron Works shipyard in Maine, recently became infested with venomous and potentially deadly black widow spiders. This is particularly interesting because you don't find black widow spiders in Maine, but you do find them in California, where I grew up. Evidently, a shipment of parts from the West Coast contained about 24 black widow spiders, according to the Associated Press. And it seems these poisonous spiders got used to life aboard ship pretty quickly because they spread through several compartments of the unfinished destroyer. There's been no word if any shipyard workers were bitten, but exterminators were called in to fumigate a warehouse and the infested parts of the ship to solve the problem. Let's hope no survivors can reignite a poisonous spider infestation when the Murphy finally goes to sea. So here's hoping you had a Merry Christmas and wishing you a Happy New Year. And as for me, now that Christmas is over, I was never happier to read about a black widow infestation in my life. For the Military and Aerospace Electronics Report, I'm John Keller.